Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Good
afternoon, ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hmm. Uh, Debajyoti,
Yes, ma'am.
does Shailesh Kumar attend classes or not?
Not regularly, ma'am.
Not regularly, no, but he attends sometimes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Let us just wait, okay? 1-2 minutes, then we'll start.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so today we are going to discuss about placement and induction in HRM. Okay, we have already discussed about recruitment and selection. We have also discussed some questions related to recruitment and selection. Today we are going to discuss what is placement, and what is induction in HRM. So when I say placement, what is the idea you have in your mind? Because I know this term it is not a new word for you. You have heard this term before also. So what idea comes to your mind when I say placement? What is placement?
Get a new job, ma'am.
Job, ma'am. Job
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. So placement is the actual posting of the candidate for the specific job. Okay, so it involves the assigning of specific rank in which position the particular employee will be working, and with that particular rank that particular candidate is given some responsibility regarding the job. Okay, so according to Myers, there is a definition of placement which states that placement is the determination of the job to which an accepted candidate, okay, is to be assigned, and the work of that job. So it is the match of what the supervisor has reason to think he can do with what the job demands. So when you are selecting a candidate for a post, the supervisor will have to have the proper knowledge and the reason for why that particular candidate is selected or placed in that job, okay, and what that particular job actually demands from the candidate. Okay, that is what is the idea of placement. Clear? Now why it is important, what is the importance of placement in HRM? Can anyone tell me? Placement is important in HRM because through placement only the responsibility of a job can be assigned to a specific candidate who will be performing that job. Okay, and placement's importance in HRM is that it is an important part for HR department. You require people to be engaged in your organization and to work, then only the organization can run. So we say that human resource is the most crucial resource of any organization, without which sustainment of an organization is not possible. Okay, and placement is important so that you can match the requirement of the job with the candidate qualification. Based on the candidate qualification, a person is selected or placed in a job, right? So that there is a good match between the requirement of the job and the selected candidate, placement is important. Okay, now what is the benefit of placement? Benefit of placement is what? Benefits of placement is during the interview there are a lot of promises which the candidate makes to the interviewer. Like the interviewer like asks questions to the candidate that whether they will be they will be they will be capable of performing the work that they will be assigned, or the organization may assign them any type of work do they think they are capable of not. So to these questions, for the eagerness of getting a job, every candidate answer is normally a yes, or the candidate tries to show confidence that he has within himself so that the interviewer gets impressed and he offers him the job. The result of the candidate can be evaluated once he is placed. So benefits of placement is to show the results on the job which the applicant has promised in the interview process. Okay, then another benefits of placement is to keep the spirit of the applicant high. You are placing the employee or the I'll not say candidate, employee, because we are talking about placement, so let the word be candidate. So by placing a candidate, what you are doing, you are increasing the spirit of the candidate. The candidate once placed develops some kind of confidence and spirit within himself to give his best. Okay, so that is also one kind of benefit of placement. Then another benefit is to avoid mistakes and accidents of the employees. Now during recruitment and selection, we have seen that it is very important to select the right candidate for the right post at the right time, right? So benefit of placement is you have selected the right candidate for the right job. So this will help you to avoid mistakes or to to face any kind of accidents from the employee's point, because you have selected the right candidate for the right job. So you will be confident enough that the candidate will be able to work in an efficient manner without committing any kind of mistakes. So these are the few benefits of placement. So I hope the idea of placement is clear to everyone. Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
now what is induction? Can anyone tell me what is induction?
Is the introducing of the new working environments to the newly recruited employee.
Very good.
This is usually happen in the trainee. Also, the HR department will introduce what they have in the organizations, like what kind of department they have. They will introduce to the trainee also.
Very good. So induction is, you can say, the orientation program that you people had after coming to the university. You had an orientation of almost 3 weeks, right? So in that orientation program, what you were given to do, you were introduced to the university, so that you develop a kind of comfortableness, you know, like visiting the university or coming and attending the classes. When you came to the university for the first time, it was quite awkward because there were only few, I guess, who knew each other, right? So you came here among the new people, to a new environment, to a new place, so that the orientation program is given, so that you get the opportunity to get yourself introduced with the faculties of the department, you get the opportunity to get yourself introduced with the campus of the university, where you are to spend 2 years of your life, right? So same thing is the induction. Induction is, it is a task of introducing the new employees to the organization and its policies, the procedures and the rules. Understood? So according to Michael Johnson, induction is the process of receiving and welcoming an employee when he first joined the company, and then to give a basic introduction about the company, to settle him quickly in the company, to make him comfortable in the company. Okay, now what is the importance of induction in HRM? Why do you think it is important to give an induction program or to organize an induction program?
Ma'am, it is very important because without knowing the working environments, employee cannot perform well.
Very good. And first is to remove the fear of the employee. When an employee comes to the office for the first time and he sees that all the employees are busy in their work and he is given so much of work to do, he has new responsibilities and he have to prove his best, right? When you go somewhere for the first time, you always want to be the one to prove yourself the best. So how you are going to do that? So for doing all these things, there is a kind of fear that is developed within everyone. Okay, so this induction program will help the employees to remove the fear that they have in their mind. Okay, then also this induction program will help to create a good impression about the company. When you are given orientation or whenever an induction program is given, always the positive side of the organization or the company or the university is placed in front of the newcomers. Okay, every organization, every place has some negative effects, we cannot deny that, but these negativities or negative effects are not disclosed, because that will again create some negative impact on the minds of the employees, and that is not acceptable. Okay, so always induction is given to create a good impression about the company. Then this induction also acts as a valuable source of information. Okay, as Narendra has said, that without knowing the working environment, he will not be able to work efficiently. Very right answer. Okay, then it gives a feeling of belongingness. What is the feeling of belongingness? You will have to feel that the place belongs to you and you belong to the place. Then only you can adjust yourself and you can carry out your work, or you can give your best. Okay, if you do not have that feeling, if the university is like you do not feel that this is your university, you do not like to come to the university. If you have that attachment has to be built within yourself, so that you show some interest coming to the university. Same thing happens with the employees. If they do not find any attachment with the office, then of course they will not like to come to the office. There will be huge absence of employees, and that may also lead to turnover of employees. Okay, then to better know about the company. So these are the like points which shows how important an induction program is for the employees, newly appointed employees. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the process of induction program, how it is done. Firstly, you are welcomed to the organization, then you are explained about the company, then you are shown the location, department where you are going to be sitting and working, then you are given the company manual. Okay, the new recruiter is given the company manual. Then the recruiter is provided with the details about the various work groups or the colleagues with whom they are going to carry out their work, and the extent of unionism, the unity amongst the employee is also placed in front of the newly recruiter. Then he is also given the details about the pay, the benefits, the holidays, the leave, and also emphasize the importance of attendance and punctuality, which comes under the procedures and the rules and regulations of the company, right? Then the the recruiter is also explained about the future training opportunities and career prospects, what kind of work if he performs he can expect growth. Okay, all these things are told to him, and these things are helping or encouraging the new employee induction process. It is also encouraging the new employees by clarifying their doubts. So if they have any doubt regarding their work or any other thing which is related to the office, they can clear it. So they are given a platform through this induction program where they can come up with their questions if they have anything in their mind. Okay, and then taking the employees on guided tour of departments, facilities, like you were taken for a university tour, so same the employees are also taken for a tour. Okay, and they are also allowed to visit different departments. They are allowed to gather information about the facilities which are available, and then hand him over to the supervisors. As you people have the orientation program, we as faculty also had an orientation program where we are supposed to go to each and every department, meet the deans of the department, take their signature. Okay, and then we need to submit a report to the HR department that we have moved throughout the university and we have interacted with these people, and we know like who are the deans of the different departments. Okay, so it is it is a very important part of HR which you cannot avoid, which no organization or no company can avoid. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I going too fast?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Take down one assignment. Write down. Differentiate between placement and induction. Differentiate between placement and induction. So this is the assignment that you will have to do. Okay, differentiate between placement and induction on the basis of, write down, on the basis of number one, meaning, number two, purpose, number three, sequence, number four, term, TERM. Number 5, process form, FORM. So on the basis of these points, you will have to differentiate placement and induction in HRM. Okay.
Ma'am, number 2 is which one?
Huh?
Ma'am, number 2.
Number 2. After
Meaning, purpose, sequence, term, process, form. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now what you need to do is, you do not need to submit me the assignments. You will have to do the assignment and you will have to keep it with yourself. In the next class, I may randomly call out any of the names and you will have to tell me what is the difference. Okay. So for that, it is mandatory for everyone to do it, because it can be anyone. Is it okay? And do not forget, you have marks. Yeah, you have marks for everything. Okay. In your in-sem, the in-semester mark is not calculated only on the basis of test that you are giving. It will be based on the presentations. It will be based on any kind of discussions we are having. It will be based on any type of assignments that you will be given. Okay, so make sure that you all complete this assignment. So with this, I think so we are over with module 2. Next we will be moving to module 3, which is human resource development. Now what is human resource development? We have so far discussed about human resource management, isn't it? So we will be discussing about human resource development. I think so I gave you this one. I gave you something related to differentiate between HRM and HRD in the very first classes, I think so. Did I?
Yes, ma'am.
You all, that was an assignment or what?
Wi-Fi did not.
Huh? What did you say? I cannot hear.
Only difference, ma'am. No assignment.
Okay, I have not asked you people to write it down. Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
So now, can anyone tell me what is HRD? Let me first tell you, HRD is a part of HRM. Okay, HRM is the prime part. Under HRM comes HRD. Okay, so what is HRD?
Giving training
Human
to the
resource
employees.
development.
Human resource development. So human resource development is that part.
Development of employee, ma'am.
Yeah, human resource development is that part of HRM which will be specifically dealing with the training and development of employees. Okay, human resource development is that part of HRM which specifically deals with training and development of employees. Okay, everyone. So HRD, it will help the employees in developing their knowledge, their skills and their abilities to achieve self-fulfillment and aid in the accomplishment of organizational goals. So HRD is something which will help the employees to develop their own knowledge, their own skills, their own capabilities, okay, so that they achieve self-fulfillment. They can complete their, they can complete themselves in all the areas, in the area of knowledge, in the area of skills, in the areas of capabilities, and then with these factors, with these things, they can add on to the accomplishment of the organizational goals. Okay? Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So HRD can be defined as organized learning activities. HRD, it can be defined as organized learning activities which is arranged within an organization with the purpose of improving the performance or personal growth, for the purpose of improving the job, the individual or the organization. Okay, so you want to write it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Write down. Give the heading as human resource development. Write down meaning. Okay, HRD is the process of helping people. HRD is the process of helping people to acquire competencies. HRD is the process of helping people to acquire competencies. After that you write, in an organizational context, HRD is a process in an organizational context, HRD is a process which helps employees of an organization in a continuous and planned way
Continuous.
planned way in a continuous and planned planned way to number 1, write down, acquire or sharpen capabilities. First point, okay, acquire or sharpen capabilities required to perform various functions associated with their present or expected future roles.
With their
Present or expected future roles. Second point, write down. Completed first point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Write down the second point. Develop their general capabilities as individuals. And discover and exploit their inner potential for their own or expected future roles. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Next you write, develop an organizational culture in which supervisor subordinate relationships teamwork and collaboration among subunits are strong and contribute to the professional well-being and contribute to the professional well-being, motivation and pride of employees.
Ma'am, after professional,
Well-being, comma, motivation and pride of employees. Written?
yes, ma'am.
Next point
Yes,
you write
ma'am.
down. HRD process is facilitated by HRD process is facilitated by mechanisms like performance appraisal, training, organizational development, comma, feedback, comma, career development, comma, potential development, comma, job rotation and rewards. Then the last point 5 you write down. Employees are continuously helped to acquire new competencies. Through a process of performance planning, comma, feedback, comma, training, comma, periodic review of performance, comma, assessment of the development needs, and creation of development, Written?
Yes, ma'am.
You all go through these points that I have given you under the meaning of HRD. Whatever I have summed up and explained you a little time ago, that is what has been explained here in details. But even when, if you go through the points and you find that I need to explain any of these points or you have not understood, you can ask me in the next class. I'll stop here today. Okay? We will continue with this in the next class then. Is it okay, everyone?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Let me quickly take the attendance. Abhay,
Present, ma'am.
Akoizam,
Yes, ma'am.
Angom Lakshmi, Anindita,
Yes, ma'am.
Ankit,
Yes, ma'am.
Onkur,
Yes, ma'am.
Balarilang,
Yes, ma'am.
Barsha, Batlembiang.
Yes, ma'am. Barsha present.
Okay. Bhashwati,
Yes, ma'am.
Vidyut,
Yes, ma'am.
Vishnurat,
Yes, ma'am.
Chinmay,
Yes, ma'am.
Chinmoy,
Present, ma'am.
Debajyoti,
Present, ma'am.
Dipanjali,
Present, ma'am.
Amira,
Present, ma'am.
Nurun Nahar,
Yes, ma'am.
Golet Star,
Yes, ma'am.
Hasina,
Yes, ma'am.
Hitesh Jugal,
Yes, ma'am.
Ibarisha, Johnmoni,
Yes, ma'am.
Kashmiri,
Yes, ma'am.
Khidor,
Present, ma'am.
Kiran Barla,
Present, ma'am.
Mamoni,
Present, ma'am.
Masrura,
Present, ma'am. Present.
Mosinul,
Present, ma'am.
Narzina,
Present, ma'am.
Monirul,
Yes, ma'am.
Nikita,
Present, ma'am.
Ninakshi, Pallab,
Ma'am.
Pallabi Tanti,
Present, ma'am.
Papia Sil,
Present, ma'am.
Pinky Dev,
Present, ma'am.
Preeti Rekha,
Present, ma'am.
Priya, Rahul Subedi, Ramapal,
Present, ma'am.
Rizwana,
Present, ma'am.
Richa,
Present, ma'am.
Narendra,
Present, ma'am.
Sailesh,
Present, ma'am.
Satakshi,
Present, ma'am.
Sunit Subro,
Yes, ma'am.
Susan Rose,
Present, ma'am.
Tanaya,
Present, ma'am.
Twinkle,
Present, ma'am.
Upasna,
Present, ma'am.
Wasim.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you then everyone.